Welcome to Critical Diver, the podcast series curated by CEDIFOP. I'm your guide, and on this journey, we're dissecting the new regulatory labyrinth of Italian industrial diving. We'll analyze how the new Law 9 of 2026 and the established Sicily model have completely transformed how you work, train, and gain recognition in the global market.
A labyrinth, huh? Let's hope there's an Ariadne's thread, because between private certifications and legal qualifications, I'm already lost on the surface. Why this podcast, Miles? Is it truly necessary?
It's absolutely necessary. In a sector awash with confusion between private certifications and legal qualifications, CEDIFOP brings transparency. We're not just talking diving techniques here. Pay attention. We're talking law, criminal liability, and international recognition.
Criminal liability? I thought the biggest danger was forgetting my fins. So if I don't know the rules, I'm genuinely at great risk.
If you want your work recognized by the Italian state, the Coast Guard, and the world's major energy companies, you simply must know the new rules of the game. Full stop. In these episodes, we'll hand you the compass to navigate this new era. And trust me, you need it. There's a subtle yet profound difference between those who go underwater to see what's there and those who descend to build the world. For decades, this sector sailed by sight. But at CEDIFOP, we've planted pillars in the rock. We chose the hardest path, that of regulated training. We said no to shortcuts, easy certifications, and promises lacking legal foundations. Because at 50 meters depth, you don't need a piece of paper. You need certainty. You need to know your instructor is tracked by the state. Your certification is a public act. And national law, the new Law 9 of 2026, is your invisible shield.
Wait, so not all divers are down there for selfies with corals? My entire childhood's a lie. And this invisible shield at 50 meters, where exactly does one forge such a thing?
Exactly. Today, at Molo Samuzzo in Palermo, we're not merely running an OTS course, we're forging the elite of the global industrial diving world, Elliot. We have people coming from China and Algeria, even those who trek across Italy to sit in our classrooms. The message is clear. We don't sell diving dreams. We certify global professionals. From Masucci's historical copper helmet to ISO-certified welding, excellence is an exact science. And the future of industrial diving finally speaks the language of legality. Welcome to the new era. Welcome to CEDIFOP.
The elite of the global industrial diving world. So at Molo Samuzzo in Palermo, you're not just doing an OTS course, you're forging the global elite. That's quite different from the famous easy-peasy certifications everyone bangs on about.
Very different. Those easy certifications promise you the world, but aren't worth the paper they're printed on. We certify global professionals. Here's what you'll discover by listening to Commercial Diver. In the first episode, we'll analyze the new National Law 9 of 2026, marking the end of the legislative Wild West.
Legislative Wild West? So there were cowboys with tanks shooting at each other with decrees?
More or less. Then we'll see why a public act of the Sicilian region holds more weight than any private certificate. Spoiler, it's a matter of law, not local pride. Local pride law, all right, I'll trust you, but the teachers, those wise elders who know everything? We'll talk about instructors and the telematic registry. You'll discover why a non-traceable teacher puts your future at risk. It's basically like having a GPS that doesn't know the roads.
My GPS doesn't know the roads. That's why I always get lost. And if I get into trouble, does the uni standard save me?
Fourth episode, Elliot. We'll enter the courtroom to understand why the uni standard doesn't save you from criminal liability. Quite an awakening, wouldn't you say?
A cold shower, I'd say. And to finish, will you give us some hope?
Of course. We'll conclude by looking at your future, from the digital logbook to opportunities in the global offshore market. It isn't just the future, it's your future. The time for improvisation is over, Elliot.
Thank goodness, I was tired of improvising even my morning coffee.
Professional diving today inevitably passes through transparency and legality. Are you ready to dive deep with us? Choose the episode that interests you or listen to them in sequence for a complete view of your tomorrow. Happy listening from CEDIFOP. Your career starts at the surface but solidifies in the law. If you liked this episode, let a friend know.